Namaste from SARVA. I'm Jahnavi and welcome to today's class. Today we're going to be doing a upper back opener. We're going to be using the yoga blocks for today's practice. If you don't have the blocks handy, you can use something that you have at home, like maybe a thick book or something like that. But I would suggest that you invest in a pair of yoga bricks because they help with a lot of postures and they help you deepen your practice. So the upper back is obviously the area behind the neck going down to the mid back, which is the thoracic. So it's basically your cervical spine as well as your shoulder, the back of the shoulders, which is your posterior deltoids. So this area tends to get stiff and jammed up very easily, especially because of our phones and the laptops and your lifestyle essentially. So you might be developing a hunch, or you might have a lot of knots or pain in the upper back. So we're just going to do some stretches today that can help relieve that pain or the stiffness. If you have a frozen shoulder though, avoid doing this practice. But apart from that, let's get started. We'll begin with our grounding. We'll start seated in a comfortable position. It can be any position that works for you. Palms placed on the knees. You can keep your palms open or in chin mudra, which is the thumb and the first finger touching. Relax your elbows, relax your shoulders, and gently close your eyes. Make sure your spine is nice and comfortably straight. There's no tension in your shoulders or the back of your neck, and your eyes are gently closed. We'll begin with a few breaths. We'll be holding the breath on the inhale and holding it on the exhale as well. So exhale completely first. Inhale deep, fill your belly and hold. Exhaling completely, draw your belly in towards the spine and suspend your breath. Release your belly, inhale and hold. Exhale completely, drawing the belly in and hold. Release your belly, inhale, hold. Exhaling completely, pull your belly in and hold. Release your belly, take a deep breath in and exhaling, let it go completely. Join your palms at your chest, bow your head down and set an intention for your practice. Think of what you require or what you need from your time on the mat today, or what you expect from yourself. Rub your palms together, warm them up, and gently cup them over the eyes. Blink your eyes open and slowly bring your palms down. So let's begin with our warm-up. We're going to begin standing at the front of the mat. Today's warm-up is going to be the traditional sun salutations or suryanamaskars. We're going to be doing 4, which is actually 2 full rounds. We'll take the first round slow and get to know the postures, and the second round we'll be doing with the breath. So you can start with either your feet together or hip width apart, whatever makes you feel more grounded and comfortable. Palms at your chest, roll your shoulders back and away from your neck, pull the belly in and tuck your tailbone forward. Take a breath here, inhale and exhale. Inhaling, take your arms up and back. You don't have to go into a back bend. You're just pushing your hips slightly forward. Keep a bend in your knees. Lift your chest up and look up. And exhaling, fold forward with a nice straight back. You can bend your knees here. You can even keep the blocks and keep your palms on the blocks. Inhaling, your right foot steps back. Your left knee remains bent. Left knee should always be directly over the left ankle. Push your hips forward, lift your chest and look up. If this is uncomfortable, just drop the back knee down and then do the same thing. Exhaling, you're going to take your left foot back into a plank. Drop the knees, drop your chest and drop your chin into Ashtanga Namaskar. Keep the hips lifted. Inhaling, lift up to Bhujangasana. You're going to come up only as high as only till your lower belly. Keep your hips on the floor. Elbows bent, elbows hugging in, shoulders pushing down. Tuck your toes. Exhale and lift up and back to a downward dog. Your feet can either be close together or hip width apart, whatever is comfortable again. Inhaling, your right foot steps forward. Same thing here, right knee directly over the right ankle. If you're having trouble stepping it forward, you can grab your ankle and then step it forward. Push your hips forward, chest up, look up. Exhaling, your left foot steps forward into a fold. Again, keep the knees bent, hips lifting up. Inhaling, come all the way up and back. And exhaling, palms to chest. That was half a round. I'm sure you're already feeling a little warm. I am. Inhaling up and back. Exhaling, fold forward with bent knees. Inhaling this time, left foot steps back. Hips forward, chest up. Exhaling, right foot steps back to plank. Knees down, chest and chin to Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale to downward dog. Inhaling again, left foot steps forward. If you're having trouble, you can try to lift your hips up, pull the belly in, push the floor away from you, and then step it forward. Exhaling, right foot steps forward to a fold. Inhaling, come all the way up and back. Exhale, palms to chest. That's one full round. We just have one more to go. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit. Inhaling up. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, right foot back. Hips forward, chest up. Exhale, left back to plank. Suspend your breath, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Push the hips forward, chest up. Exhale, left forward. Inhaling, come up all the way and back. Exhale, palms to chest. Last round. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left back. Chest up, hips forward. Exhale, right back to plank. Knees down, chest and chin. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, left forward. Exhale, right forward. Inhale, come up all the way and back. Exhale, palms to chest. Well done. Let's come to the back of the mat. Drop to your knees. And you're going to take a child's pose. Drop the forehead, relax your elbows, relax your shoulders. From your child's pose, slowly walk your palms forward and come up into a tabletop. So for your tabletop, you're going to have your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under the hips. From here, we're going to modify our cat and cow today. Instead of doing it on the palms, you're just going to drop your elbows to where your palms were. You're going to stay here, keep your palms in line with your elbows. You're just going to do the same thing we do in a cat and cow. Inhaling, lift your chest up. Exhaling, round your back. Pull your belly in towards the spine. Inhale and up. So this is essentially going to focus the stretch on your upper back instead of the entire spine. Inhale and up. And exhale and round. Pull your belly in, chin to chest. And inhale, let's come back center. Press the palms and come up to your tabletop. We're going to grab hold of the blocks. Far. So you're going to grab hold of the blocks. So the great thing about yoga blocks is that you can use it at whatever height you're comfortable with, depending on how open your body is or your level of practice. So I'm going to set it at the middle height. You're going to come back to the tabletop. This stretch is a modification of the puppy pose. This is the greatest stretch for your upper back. So you're going to keep the bricks shoulder width apart, and your elbows are going to come to the edge of the block. You can do this stretch with a low table or a chair, whatever you have in handy. But remember to keep your hips directly over the knees. So don't push them back or shift forward. Hips stay over the knees. Both your elbows come onto the brick, and you're going to push your chest down. Keep your palms touching behind you, either in Namaste, or you can interlock your fingers, and keep pressing your chest and forehead towards the floor. Again, make sure your hips are not pushing back. Let's stay here for 3 more breaths. This can be a little uncomfortable if your upper back is extremely tight. So you can keep a pillow under your forehead or reduce the height of the block and rest your forehead on the floor. 1 more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, slowly press up, and let's come out of it. For the next one, you're just going to use 1 block. So bring that block to the center of your chest, directly under your chest, and bring the left palm on top of the brick. Take your right palm and keep it at the nape of your neck. We're going to do this dynamically just to start warming up and opening up the upper back muscles. So from here, exhaling, you're going to touch the right elbow to the left elbow, and inhaling, open up. Push the elbow back and look up. Opening up your chest to the right, only the chest. Keep your belly facing down. Let's do 4 more. Exhale and inhale, open. Exhale, open. Last 2. As you inhale, always open. Exhale and close. Last one, inhale and open. Hold it here. This time you can stay here or see if you can extend your arm up. Open up your chest a little more. And exhaling, let's set it down. Bring both your palms down. Drop your head between your arms. Just rest your neck. You can move your neck around. If you're feeling any tension in the neck, you can just don't look up when you go back into the twist. So bring the right palm to the brick, left hand to the nape of your neck. Exhaling, touch your left elbow to the right. Inhale and open. Exhale and touch. Inhale and open. Exhale and touch. Inhale and open. Last 2. And open. 1 more. Inhale, this time open. Let's extend the hand up. Again, if your neck hurts here, just look straight out to the left. 1 more breath. And exhale and bring it down and push back into your child's pose. Even for your child's pose, you can rest your palms on the bricks and press your forehead and chest down. Two more breaths here. Keep your knees slightly apart so your chest can go towards the floor. And on the inhale, slowly come up. This time you're going to tuck your toes in and we'll lift back and up into a tabletop. Keep your knees bent. Push your chest back towards your thighs. You can stay here in this modified downward dog or straighten your legs out and push your chest back. One more breath here. And slowly take your right foot forward on your inhale and drop your back foot down. Grab one block and you're going to bring it behind your back. So you can be holding the block like this or like this or even like this, again depending on how open your shoulders feel right now. Right now for me to grab it like that is quite difficult, so I'm going to grab it lengthwise. On the inhale, squeeze your elbows together first and then start pressing your palms down, straightening your elbows. Inhale here and exhaling, let's straighten the front leg and fold forward, bringing the hands up. You can take your toes off the floor or keep them down. Inhale and bend the knee, come up, exhale and fold. As much as you can, take your palms forward. Last one here. And exhale and fold. Hold it here to find your balance. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, come up. Bending into the right knee. Press your palms down, lift your chest up. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release the right block. Take your left palm to the block here. Tuck your back toe in and lift up. Lift the back knee up. Inhaling, your right hand goes up and look up at your right palm. Keep pulling the right hip back. You have to twist so that both your shoulders are almost in one line. Stay here. One more breath. And exhaling, look down. Shift your back foot forward. Flatten the back foot so your left heel comes down. Straighten your right leg as well. We are going to go into that same twist again, pulling your right hip back, look up into a revolved triangle. Stay here. And exhaling, bring your right palm down. Bend into the right knee, shift back into a downward dog. Again, you can stay in this modified downward dog with your knees bent, chest pressing back. Or if your hamstrings are nice and open, keep your legs straight. One more breath here. On the inhale, step your left foot forward this time and drop your knee again. We'll grab one brick and bring it behind. Inhaling, squeeze your elbows together first and then straighten your arms. Press your palms down towards the mat. Exhaling, straighten the front leg, fold forward. Inhale and up. Exhale and fold. Nice and slow, don't be in a hurry. You lose your balance if you just push yourself too much, and fold. Last one. And fold, hold it here. Try to bring your palms slightly forward. Inhale, come up, bend into that left knee. This time press your palms down towards the mat again. And exhaling, slowly release. Right palm on the brick. This time tuck the back toe in again. Lift your right knee off the floor. Pressing that right palm, left hand comes up. Pull the left hip back. One long straight line, both your arms are making one line. Keep pushing the left hip back, left shoulder back. One more breath here. And exhaling, bring your palm down. This time you're going to shift your right foot forward. Right heel flat, both your knees straighten out. You're going into a revolved triangle. Press that right palm into the brick again. And inhaling, pulling the left hip back, open up. You can look up at your left palm, or if your neck feels uncomfortable, just look out to the left. One more breath here. And exhaling, bring your palm down. Bend into the left knee. Let's shift back into a downward dog. And this time drop your knees down. a little wider than a normal child's pose, and sit back. Again, you can keep your palms on the brick and then drop your chest and forehead down. One more breath here. And slowly come up. We're going to do some mobility again, just to bring movement for the upper back. So you can stay seated in Vajrasana if this is comfortable for you, or you can always take the brick, just separate your feet slightly and keep it between your ankles and sit back on the brick. From here, you're going to grab the other one and hold it at lengthwise. Bring the brick in front of you, pull your shoulder blades back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. On the inhale, you're going to take it up and exhale, round your back, pull your belly in, take your chin to your chest as you bring the brick forward. 4 more, inhale and up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, exhale and round. This is almost a cat movement here because your upper back is rounding. Inhale and up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, exhale. Last one here, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come up and exhale, release. This time we're going to do almost the same thing except behind the back. So grab the brick, again you can hold it lengthwise, widthwise, or even, I don't know what this is, but like this. So you're going to take the brick behind you, squeeze the shoulders together, elbows together, inhale and up, exhale and down. Keep the elbows straight throughout, up and down. 3 more, maybe you can take it a little higher this time, and down. If you have really tight traps like I do, trapezius muscles, this is not very easy. And down. Last one, take it up. This time let's fold forward, forehead to the floor. Don't let the brick slip out of your hand. Keep holding on to it really tight. If you're sweating like me, it might just slip. Inhale and come up. And exhale and release this brick. We're going to stay seated here. And we're going to do Pashchim Namaste, which is a Namaste behind the back. So, I'm just going to turn and show you what I mean. So, you can stay seated on the brick, or if your knees don't feel very comfortable, you can just sit in a cross-legged position. From here, you're going to bring your fingertips to touch behind your back, and then you're just going to start walking it up as high as you can. Even if you're here, that's completely fine. You can keep pushing the elbows back. If you want to go further, start walking your palms up as high as you can till the bottom of your palms meet. Press the palms together and again push your elbows back, opening up through the shoulder blades. So shoulders are rolling back, elbows pushing back, palms pressing into each other, and stay here. Let's take 3 breaths. You can close your eyes. Come back to your breath. If you want to keep going further, you can keep walking your palms higher up on your back. This is not just the upper back. This is your arms, the front of your shoulders. Everything is going to feel this pose. One more breath here. And slowly release. And release your palms. And you're going to come off the brick. For the last pose, we are going to do a restorative pose, which I personally love, and you can just about go to sleep in this position. It helps with the upper back muscles a lot. So there's multiple ways of setting up the bricks for this one. The first one is you just keep it like this in the region where your cervical spine ends and your thoracic, which is your chest cavity, starts. So about just over where you clip your brow, just over that. So you keep it here, keep your knees bent, and then you can drop your head all the way down. But this might feel uncomfortable to a lot of people, especially if you have very tight upper back muscles. So for that, we can set up another block to rest the head on so that the curve is not too pronounced. So you're going to come here and your head will rest on the other block. This is a much more subtle opening for the upper back. And the third one is you set this brick lengthwise so that it sort of almost goes till your lower back. So it depends on what feels good to you, what part of your upper back or what part of your back is stiff. So you can set up the blocks according to your convenience, and we are going to take 3 long breaths here. You can stay here for as long as it feels good for you. I can personally stay here for about an hour, but we don't have that much time, so I'm just going to stay here for 3 breaths and then we'll finish the class. You can have your knees bent, you can have your knees in butterfly or straight. Try to deepen your breaths, release any tension that you've built up in the body, anywhere your body feels stress or pain. One more deep inhale and exhale completely. Bending the knees, press your elbows down and very gently and slowly come out of it. Come into any comfortable seated position. We're going to end with a pranayam. So today's pranayam is the Ujjayi breath. It's one of the most beneficial pranayams there is in yoga practice. Ujjayi also translates to the victorious breath because it makes you feel so much confidence, so much strength within your body. It also lightens the body and it makes every movement of the body and mind much easier, much healthier and just smoother. So doing Ujjayi if you're doing it for the first time, it can be a little tricky. So we're going to try it out today. The way to do Ujjayi is you constrict your throat. So imagine whenever you have a cough or phlegm in your throat, when you try to clear it out or bring it out, the way you constrict your throat, that's what we're going to be doing today. So make that constriction, keep your lips closed, and you're going to inhale and exhale through the nose, but you're going to feel it in the throat. I know it sounds a little tricky, but once you get it, it's amazing. Also, you should be able to hear your breath. It sounds like the sound of the ocean. So every time you're inhaling and exhaling, you should be able to hear the breath. If you're doing it for the first time, I would recommend you gently touch your throat so you can feel the vibrations that are happening in the throat as you inhale and exhale. We'll begin with 8 rounds of Ujjayi. You can stop at any time if it starts feeling uncomfortable, because it can dry your throat up a little bit. So again, sit in a comfortable position, hands either palms open or in chin mudra, which is the first finger and the thumb touching. Close your eyes, keep your back nice and straight, and you're going to make that constriction in the back of the throat. Start inhaling deep. Exhale completely. Feel that movement, vibrations in your throat. Inhale and exhale. It will be a prolonged breath and you should be able to hear it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale exhale. 4 more breaths like that. Inhale. And exhale. Don't move your shoulders. Keep your body still. Only inhale and exhale through the nose. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale deep. And exhale completely. And release the constriction in your throat. Take a normal breath in. And exhaling, empty it out. Join your palms together. Take your palms to your forehead to remind you to be kind in your thoughts, to your lips to remind you to be kind with your words, and to your heart to remind you to be kind with your love. Rub your palms together, warm them up, and gently cup them over your eyes. Blink your eyes open and slowly bring your palms down. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you next time.